Hello everybody, this is Diane. Thanks for coming to my pretty pink cottage today. If you saw yesterday's video, you'll know that I detoured from the Little Golden Books. I just took a week off from making journals, and I was going to get back into working on those Golden Book journals, but I took a detour because a friend of mine asked me to make a journal for her daughter's birthday. I decided to go with a wire bound. I told her I would do a wire bound one, and it's really fun and quick, and I think it's great for a young girl. It'll be easy for her to use and to write in. So I'm going to go through this with you, and then I had also decided when I pulled this out and chose to use this as the cover. This is a Reader's Digest book, and I happen to have 4 of them in these denim-like textures, 4 different colors, and I had more, but I've sold several. I had an orange one. I kind of wish I still had it. But anyway, I have 3 other colors of it, and I decided I would make farm journals, wire-bound farm journals with the other book covers. So after I go through this, because it won't take very long, I would like to pull out those covers and start working on those journals maybe with you. I have my supplies that I pulled for the farm journals all organized, and I'm ready to go with them. So let's look at this first. I'm going to send, now Anna is a young girl. I don't even know what age she's turning. I know, I've seen her. I know who she is, what she looks like. I'm sorry, but she's not a teenager yet. But she's outgrowing little girl stuff. So I was kind of nervous about how to make a journal that she would like and that wouldn't be too childish, and that she could understand, because she doesn't know anything about junk journals. So I kept it pretty simple. But I am going to send some of the extra page pieces, the scrapbook papers that I cut. So, and I'll just explain to her that she can cut them up and do whatever she wants with them. And there's a little sticky border I used. It's a 12-inch border. My goodness, I'm sorry. That was a 12-inch border from K & Company, and I cut a piece of it off and used it. So she can have the rest. Music paper, some little cut-off pieces, and then there's a journaling card I thought she'd like. This is bananas. Her name is Anna, and her mother calls her Anna Banana. Oh, I'm going to put these in an envelope inside. So there's more things in an envelope. So here we have the Reader's Digest book cover. And I took this little cut apart from the fun scrapbook paper, and it says happy, and there's a handwriting, so I thought that was perfect. And these are little punch out die cuts that were made with like a handmade type of paper, and somebody sent them to me in Happy Mail. There were flowers, hearts, and something else. So I used a few in the book, and I put the rest of them in her pocket that she can use. I left the back plain, and then I had put all of my fibers like this in my shop in one bundle, but nobody bought them. So I ended up taking them out of the shop, and I just went in my office, because they're still in my office where I keep my Etsy inventory. And I pulled out a couple, so I'm glad they were there. I thought she would like those. So let's look inside. I like this at the beginning. Here it says happy, and this says choose to be happy. I used some images from this digital kit that I had bought a while ago. I have them all cut out, and I thought this would be a good place to use them. It's a little bit of ledger, a reading award certificate. There's some rainbow paper, and she likes purple, so I did make sure I put a lot of purple in here. So there's a little purple paper, and I stamped that circle with Be Kind. Just a little pink memo pad paper. I have this book of tickets that I got when I went to Disney World quite a few years ago. Teddy turned 5 when we were there, and he's about to turn 14 now. So I got that, and I've had it in here, and I just put a couple of those tickets in here, and a little playing card that's really cute. There's a couple of those flowers. I just paper clip there so she can use them in the book. Another one of those girls on a purple printer paper. This is a wallpaper border piece. There's the banana paper. And a cut-off piece of one of the lined papers that I used with some ideas to be done and calls to answer. And I just put that little girl there like she's reading the list. This was a printable that I have in my stash, so I just glued it there. And this is a cutoff from a Mary's Bears digital stationery. Or it's not a digital paper, but it was to put in your computer to print on. And I just added that as a tab. It's another playing card. This is a yellow, golden yellow lined paper. So I have this paper here. I'm not sure what company it was, but it's got all these little bubble, speech bubbles and little words. So I just kind of cut around it to make a shaped pocket. Put in a Yahtzee card and another cut apart. A dream come true. There's a lot of different colors in here. This came with that little girl's digital kit that the fussy cut pieces that I'm using. Life is an adventure, and I put in this tag with variegated pink to purple, some speckles on it. It was printed this way, and I put a couple tickets in there. I added some more journaling cards and another paper heart. Everything's just okie dokie, and I love today. I used purple paper clips since she likes purple and I don't, so I thought this is a good time to use some because they came in a collection of other colors. But I've been using them in other journals too. Here's a page from a magazine, I believe, and it has movie tickets on it. It says movie top 10, and then she can write her favorite movies on there. Oh, it's a Daphne's Diary planner. There's a ledger page. I think this is a Stampin' Up! Paper. It's got paper clips all over it. I put a peanut bag in there just for fun and added this fun tag that I put onto light purple cardstock. There's a orange library card paper and another little girl with the crown on playing card. Another piece of that wallpaper border. I love the dog with the glasses. Pretty sure they have a dog. This is calligraphy paper. I don't think you can see the lines. They're very pale, but they have the slanted lines for guiding you in writing your calligraphy for practice. Just a page of fun words and phrases. These two are from the digital, and this is from that page of voice bubbles that I cut out. This is a brown lined paper with blue lines. And I just put a guest check in there. There's the Mary's Bear computer paper. I think I'll clip this here. And I'll use a green one for this. I don't know if she roller skates, but I put the roller skate paper in there. And a flashcard, and this flashcard with a French for ice cream. And this was a digital. I've had these quotes printed. I've used them off and on for a long time. To be beautiful means to be yourself. There's that piece of the sticker border. This has little stars all over it. Smile. You're never fully dressed without it. There's a rainbow paper. I love that rainbow with the clouds on both ends. There's a little envelope that I made, very simple envelope, just cut the paper to the size I wanted and just folded it and glued the edges. Added a hinge. And I put a sticker border of tickets on the flap, and then inside are those stars, that was the other one. Hearts, flowers, and stars, and some of the digital cutout pieces. And there's another sticker here with the word discover. I think I'll put that this is Bananas card in here. Here's a, let me show you this. I put on a green library pocket, put some washi tape at the top of the pocket. This paper has dogs on it. I love this little girl. She's so sweet. And put a pink library card in there. And then this is a playing card, a Slamwich game. Most kids like jelly. I don't. I never did. But maybe she does. And I'll put this here too. And this girl had some potted plants next to her, so she was just the right width for the book, and I glued her to vellum and just kind of cut around the shape and made it a pocket. And took this 8x8 paper, trimmed it down to 6 inches wide, I think, and then just folded it, rounded the corners, and tucked it in there. I didn't want anything too busy behind her. I think that's just right. And another little girl on the back, and another piece cut from the quote bubble, speech bubble paper. On the back, this one I didn't glue anything onto the end paper. I cut this off of the flyleaf paper and glued it there. But this, the end paper had ripped off some of it, so I covered it up with just some scraps that I had. I pieced them together. So I think I'll probably put a little pocket here with a tag, and I can stamp my name, or stamp it and sign my signature on it. So I hope that Anna likes it. I was pretty pleased with how it turned out, and it came together pretty quickly. I was cutting paper all evening last night for all 4 journals, and then collated them. So I had that all ready to go this morning. So, plus I couldn't sleep, so I was up in the night working on this. So I'm gonna take that down to the post office and give it to her mom one of these days, this week, because her birthday's next week. And now I'm going to put my work mat on my table so I can get to work. And while I work, I want to mention some of my longtime viewers for a particular reason. I've got all these papers. I sorted all that stuff, but I still have these. I kept finding more. I couldn't believe I pulled out so much stuff for these 3 little journals. So I rewatched, while I ate my lunch today, I rewatched one of my older videos. I do that sometimes to try to remember what I did, especially if it's a type of journal that I'm going to be working on. And I must have put this one in my watch later queue, and it came up because we're approaching fall. But then I decided not to make fall journals. I was going to, but I sold all the stuff. So this was in my to watch list, and I went ahead and watched it. And it was just from 3 years ago, and just some little pretty fall journals. But the reason I'm talking about it is because I looked at the comments, which I don't usually do. If I rewatch my videos, I don't go and reread the comments. But I was curious, so I was curious as to who commented on that video. And I was very surprised to see most of the names that commented still comment on my videos today. And I thought, that's amazing. It's been 3 years, and probably most of them would go back. I'm sure most of them would go back even further. I have some very loyal viewers that not only watch my videos, but comment on almost every single one. So I wrote their names down. Some of these might not comment on every video. Some of them do. But they comment on a lot of them, and I still see their names in my video comment section. So I wanted to give a shout out to these dear, supportive ladies, and some of them are very good customers in my shop too. So I want to say thank you for the support to Donna, Susan, Madeline, Lucy, Doris, Celeste, Susie, Lorna, Tammy, Cynthia, Kathleen, and Mary. Now, you may be one that has watched me for years and still comments, but I just wrote down the names of those who commented on that video, that particular video that I just watched. So please know that I am grateful to all of my longtime viewers, and I'm grateful to my occasional viewers, the new viewers, and the ones that don't even comment. I know you're out there. So I am grateful to every single person that watches my videos. But I just wanted to give a special shout out to those special ladies. Thank you so much, all of you. So these are the colors. If you didn't see yesterday's video, I have brown and green and blue. Aren't they cool? Can you see the denim texture? And I have the pages cut and collated, and I think there are about 35 pages in each. So let me take a look at this. I think if I cut it here, I can just, with the wire binding, I can just bind it in. And I'll have to cut this off, fold this up maybe. Yeah, I could make a pocket right there. Okay, so I'm going to find a place to put this. This one has the measurements of butter. Has the marks of tablespoons on the wrapper, and then the measurements right there. So I might want to keep that on and cut these flaps off for this one. I'm going to have to trim that. It just barely fits in there. And I'm going to cut this flap off. And then make this into a pocket. So it'll probably be in the book like this. So this is right side up. Okay, now I'll start with this one. I don't even want to think about the covers, like how I'm going to decorate the covers today. I can put this on so it doesn't get lost. Okay, now I need a strip of paper. It'd be cute to put blue gingham on it. I'm going to cut it at 1.25 inches. I did the other one 1 inch, but this is thicker paper and it might be a little more awkward to fold it. And the book cover is not quite 7 3/4. Because this is a little bit heavier, I'm going to score it to help me fold it. It's 1 1/4. Doesn't have to be exactly a half. Yeah. And then I just kind of round it over. Then I take my little jacket off. And I'll just have to do that to the other 2 covers. And I have the pages collated. So let us start with a pocket. I have plenty of things to make pockets with. Oh, these are part of the pages too. Let's go back here. So let's find something fun to make a pocket with. I think a red Farmall tractor would be fun. I'm gonna find some cardstock to match that green. So I don't know how much I'm going to edit out of all of this, so I took this image from an old farm magazine and cut it out, leaving on this little tag part that says Big Size Farmall, and fussy cut it, added it to some green cardstock, and then edge punched the red cardstock and glued it to the top. I do have some stamps I could use. I didn't get any of my farm animal stamps out, but I already glued on here, and sometimes it's difficult to get a nice stamp if there's something glued on the back. So I will just use a book image to decorate that page. This little emblem here says Sunnybrook Farm Dairy. So I could punch that out maybe and use it. Attach something here. Oh, more flashcards. So many flashcards. Oh, look at that cute little farmer boy. going to look for some of my stamps. Yep, that's the one I was looking for, and it was in my hand. I'm going to use that right there. This is a Tim Holtz set called On the Farm, and it has a ledger, this billhead, Edward Foster flour, feed, corn, meal, coal, and salt, and some farm animals and a blue ribbon. I think that is a blue ribbon cow. This is Kathy Holden's Flea Market Fresh Miscellany Words and Antique Advertisements. I'll just stamp the word blessings. I still have all my stamps out for the Golden Book journals on my tray next to me. I guess I'll put them down on a lower tray. It's a 6 tray, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 6 tray project cart next to me. I'm going to flip this over this way so the holes don't go down here. They only come in a 1/2 inch, but it would be nice to just leave that hole. Just leave that. I'll come back and do something to some of these pages, I'm sure. I will cover this. I have some digital chicken paper from the French Farmhouse journal that I made several years ago. about cows and chicken patchwork. This is a scrap of scrapbook paper from a Hobby Lobby pad. Might even be the same pad that I'm using pages from for these journals. So it will be, well, I could flip it around this way and have the holes here. Yeah, I'll do that. And I'll just make a little tuck spot here. No chickens either. Oh, fresh eggs. Oh, hen. Good. I'll put hen and fresh eggs in there. That little girl is sitting there holding, like, there's a whole bunch of little chicks there. She's holding some chicks. I'm just going to tuck that in there, and then I'll make a journaling card with it. Well, I'm at an hour now, and I'm gonna have to edit out a lot. So I'm gonna just go. I didn't realize how long I'd been doing this. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. and I hope that you are having a creative day. Bye.